Let's meet the visiting team, Chicago Bulls. At small forward, Alex Caruso. At point guard, Lonzo Ball. At the other guard position, Kobe White. At the other forward position, DeMar DeRozan. At center, Gasol. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan. Let's meet your Minnesota Timberwolves. At the point, standing 6'1", number 10, Mike Conley. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. At center, standing 7'1", number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the power forward position, standing 7 feet, number 32, Carl Anthony Towns. At the other guard position, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Rudy Gobert.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Gasol in at the 5. And for Minnesota, inside we got Towns and Gobert. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, B.A., they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
Now here's Ball. Gasol, a screen on Edwards. White finds Gasol. Over Gobert, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. McDaniels passes to Conley. Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. 4-3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
White with a screen on McDaniels. DeRozan against Edwards. Offensive rebound. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. And we're about a minute into the first. Outside McDaniels. From downtown. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Pass to DeRozan. Over McDaniels. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Edwards. Towns for 3. Nails it from 3.
It's such a luxury to have a big man like Towns who shoots so efficiently from outside.
Pass to White. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, lets it fly. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Edwards against White. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Well, Clark, we know Anthony Edwards is a great hooper. But how would you rate his acting ability?
Hey, I thought he was quite good. To be honest with you, VA, in that Hoops movie, he was playing the bad guy, the villain role. Ant has a huge personality. We saw that on the big screen. Perhaps a second career for him when he's done terrorizing the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Well, Chris Finch has done a nice job with this group, Clark. Just seems like he needs a playmaker or two around Anthony Edwards.
That's a pretty good observation, VA. I mean, there's no doubting Anthony Edwards' stardom. I mean, he's going to be one of the better players of this era, I would think. But you're right, he needs help. It's a team game. He can't do it alone.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
White with the steal. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Who poked away.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time. They really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now here's Ball. 9 points for him in his last game. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Edwards against White. Outside McDaniels. And another three from Minnesota.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the Bulls call time here.
The Timberwolves represent.
They're so impressive when it comes to their aggressiveness on the defensive end. Number 1 in opponent scoring. A team that gets in your face on defense and doesn't give up anything easy.
Ranking number 1 in steals. This team gets after it on the defensive end. They aren't afraid to take chances and go for opportunities to take the ball when they see them. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Caruso, a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Caruso. And here's Gasol. 5 to shoot. And DeRozan gets it to go.
Tough to miss Pau Gasol. I mean, that guy attracts a lot of attention from defenders.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Takes a step back. Here's Conley. Takes it inside. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 11 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
White with a screen on Towns. And here's Caruso outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Shot clock at 3. DeRozan with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. McDaniels against DeRozan. Gasol the screen. And DeRozan gets the 3. He's got 7.
Unlike a lot of players, DeRozan isn't into jacking up a bunch of threes. And I like that about his game, that discipline to stay within his strengths.
Now here's Conley. 5 points in the game. Right side Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
On the wing, DeRozan. McDaniels covering. And it's DeRozan missing. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 16-point lead. Up top, Edwards. He's guarded by White. Edwards can't hit. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from deep. White with it. He's picked up by Edwards. White can't hit.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Gobert with a screen on White. Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's DeRozan. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Up top ball. Clock at 6. This one for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Minnesota now. It's an 18-point game. Shot on the wing. Misses off the right iron. And the Bulls shooting 23%. Not great so far. Gasol, a screen on McDaniels. The open shot, DeRozan. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. DeRozan's got 9.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Towns passes to McDaniels. No good on the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
The 3 from Ball. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Towns, a screen on White. Pass to Towns, beyond the arc. Gasol grabs the board.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Ball passes to DeRozan. Outside White. Here's the 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Conley looking for an opening. It's Edwards on the wing. Kicks it out, Towns. Over DeRozan. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Towns. 11 points for him last game against Denver. Caruso against Conley. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Clarkson's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Milton subbed in for Conley. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
And Grant, a positive for the Bulls over the last few seasons. They work hard to get good shots.
Well, B.A., that's definitely part of their DNA. They've had the personnel to do it, and guys who are disciplined and patient.
Shots good by Towns.
Wow, some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Here's Smooth. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Pass to Smooth. Here's Noah. Anderson covers. Outside Craig. Puts up a three. Anderson pulls it down. Towns finds Clarkson. And here's Reed, defended by DeRozan. Towns against Craig. Pass to Smooth. Craig with a screen on Clarkson. Carter against Clarkson. 6 to shoot. The three from Craig. No good on the shot. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Clarkson passes to Anderson. Now here's Towns. Up and in from the low block. Towns has got his third basket on the night right there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
This is something DeRozan does all too well. I mean, presses the issue, forces the issue, and then gets the defense to overcommit.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
The first free throw is good.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Gasol's checked in for Chicago. DeRozan hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Reed, a screen on Carter. Pass to Reed. From deep. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards against Carter. Here's Smooth. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. DeRozan double teamed. Here's Smooth. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
A stat sheet stuffer of a player. DeRozan has really improved as a passer.
Edwards against Carter. Milton for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lets the 3 fly. And Milton pulls it down. To the inside. Here's Anderson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 14. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Well, we normally don't pick favorites, but come on. Do you have a player you like watching the most, Grant?
All right, B.A., you're going to get me in trouble, but I do love Ja Morant. I mean, he flies, he plays so fearless, and he also gets his teammates involved. Ja is really fun to watch.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. They've got Javon Carter, and it's Smooth in at the point. Here's Smooth. Back to Carter for 3. He drops it from range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I'm the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides an insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Here's Smooth. Following the score by Minnesota. Outside Carter. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Chicago has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Gasol. Here's Smooth. Outside Carter from outside the arc. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Anderson. Reed sets a screen. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, he may not be a flashy player, but Kyle Anderson is a winner, Clark.
He really is. I mean, he's selfless, understands how to play. You hear that said a lot. It's about IQ. It's about feel, understanding. Gets it done at both ends of the floor, and I love the fact that he's a tremendous playmaker at 6'9".
The first one falls. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Chicago has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to Gasol. Outside Carter. The 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great anticipation by Gasol. Converts off the miss.
Edwards against Carter. Reed a screen on Carter. Edwards for 3. Noah grabs the board. Chicago trailing here. Here's Smooth. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 4 rebounds in the game. Milton for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Carter, the pass to Smooth. The Bulls need to get off a shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert comes in for Anderson, and Conley subbed in for Milton. Caruso, he's checked in for Chicago. Lonzo Ball comes in for Carter.
Well, you look at Gasol's stroke now. He's a pretty reliable and respectable free throw shooter. He doesn't get there quite as much as you'd think for a big guy, but he does convert when he gets there.
Now here's Edwards. Coming off a 22-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. Conley finds Reed. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
On the wing, Caruso. He's covered by Clarkson. And that one's good. Gasol.
I just love the ball movement.
Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. He takes it in. Good D by Ball.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Noah. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
Now Ball. Gasol, a screen on Edwards. Now here's Ball. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
first personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards. All right, Clark, so what are your feelings about the back-to-backs? You like them? How about the players?
You know, I don't mind them, but I do understand that players would like to have few of those in their schedule. So being creatures of habit, a little space between games more times than not would be well received.
And he knocks down the first one.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
And so Ball nails both of them. And Minnesota has possession. They led by as many as 18. Gobert with a screen on Ball. Edwards can't hit.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
Pass to Gasol. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Reed with the rebound. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Outside Edwards. Reed with it. He's got 5. And they double up Gobert for 3. Conley buries it from 3. Conley's got 8 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Caruso. Yet to see a basket. Gasol, a screen on Clarkson. Caruso up top. Pass to Ball. Drains the triple.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc, trying to stay within striking distance here.
Outside Conley. And here's Reed. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson outside. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Caruso. Here we go, one-on-one. Up top Ball, guarded by Edwards. Smooth, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. There's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Clarkson. DeRozan is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Ball. And that one misses. Well, Clark, no question which end of the floor Rudy Gobert makes his biggest impact.
Yeah, he's a demoralizing defender. I mean, his height and reach give him some significant advantages, but it's more than that. You don't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards just because you're tall and long. You got to have some toughness, you got to have some anticipation and timing, and the willingness to get down and dirty.
And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Tuesday, the Houston Rockets come to town. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Here's Conley. Give him 8. To the paint. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Off target with the 3. Chicago has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. DeRozan finds Ball. Now here's White. Caruso, a screen on Clarkson. DeRozan looks it over. Caruso outside. Clock at 4. To the middle. Here's Noah. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
On the wing, Clarkson. He's guarded by White. Towns, right side. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Ball against Conley. Ball passes to DeRozan. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
Well, DeRozan really has a gift for scoring. Buckets just seem to find him.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Get loud for your action-packed ice squad.
And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. Second, Chicago.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
The Timberwolves trail. And here's Conley. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Towns. To stop the drought. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Ball from behind the arc. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Yeah, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Now here's Conley. Give him 8 points now. And now the Bulls in transition. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. The ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
2 shots.
And he makes a first.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
And he can't hit the second.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
White can't hit.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Conley against Ball. Clarkson outside. Pass to Towns. Over White, and there's Towns on the assist by Clarkson. Towns has got 10 points.
Paint is Carl Anthony's domain. His body lets him just own it.
Here's Noah. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. 6 to shoot. DeRozan against McDaniels. And DeRozan gets it to go.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Out to the right wing. DeRozan against Towns. Towns double team.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Bulls on D. Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Daniels. Fires the 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
White finds DeRozan. Over McDaniels. And Chicago again with a bucket.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Clarkson. Still without a bucket. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Conley. Back to DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Towns outside. Outside Conley. Fires for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Bulls out in front, leading by 7. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, the obvious problem is the perimeter defense, and it's not all their fault. Sometimes a team just gets hot, but at the same time, at some point, you have to force shooters to put the ball on the floor and beat you some other way.
It's a conundrum. And changing gears now, looks like we've got some great interactions on social media. And Shaq, been all day ballin', wants to know if you were ever intimidated going up against someone bigger than you in your career, like, I don't know, Yao Ming.
I love Yao, but stop it. Let's be real. Everyone I played against was scared to go up against the Diesel.
Shaq, you're all talk now in your old age. I remember you being terrified when they left me open. You were like, no, don't leave Smith again.
Just never ends with you two, does it? That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, DeMar DeRozan has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
They have their 2 big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Conley against Ball. Towns a screen on Ball. Pass to Towns. That three's off the mark. Chicago leading. Now White. Now Gasol. Defended by Gobert. Edwards against White. Takes a three. The shot no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer off the mark.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That is a DeRozan specialty there. Draw contact, convert, and then head to the line for a freebie. Not by accident. That's his plan.
At the line for one.
So it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. Back to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. White against Conley. Now here's DeRozan. 24 points for him.
Prime time, big time defense from Towns.
The 11-footer. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Now here's DeRozan, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so they can make him hard to guard, especially from this area.
DeRozan, 2 shots.
That's good from DeRozan. DeRozan hits them both. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Towns on a screen. The 3 is up. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. White, the pass to Caruso. DeRozan up top, guarded by Edwards.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
At the line for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan, 2 shots.
That's good from DeRozan. DeRozan hits them both. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Edwards looking for an opening. The kick out to Conley. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. Over DeRozan. And another basket for Minnesota.
Look, how do you come up with a strategy to defend Towns on a night like this? I'm anxious to see you try.
And Clark, when Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor, he's one of the best big men in the NBA.
Well, you said it. The key words there, on the floor. I'm sure Cat is frustrated by the injuries he's had over the years, and he's doing everything in his power to stay as healthy as possible.
DeRozan muscling in. DeRozan.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Conley against Ball. Outside Edwards from deep. Caruso grabs the board.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Pass to Gasol. Back to Ball. Now here's White, guarded by Edwards. White can't hit.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Edwards against White. Ooh, stolen by Gasol.
Blocking foul called on Mike Conley. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Gasol finds Caruso. Here's Gasol.
Huge wingspan, excellent instincts. Gobert, a force on defense.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Foul call for Minnesota. Please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You can't do.
As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You look at the Bulls, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note.
Checking out Chicago, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Down low. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. There's Ball with a 3. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. Ball's got 14 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Just 3 to shoot. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. White for 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Edwards with it. Give him 8 points now. Back to Conley. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Ball. Back to DeRozan. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. DeRozan's got 33 points.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. Clarkson's checked in for McDaniels. All right, let's bring up a leaderboard. Shooting guards leading the way in steals over the past 10 games. And you look at Caruso, 5th in the NBA, a pest on defense.
And those